It was day 11 of the murder trial against a Santa Cruz County rancher has come to an end. Kelly is charged with second-degree murder after an undocumented immigrant was found dead on his property in January of last year. It was a busy day of testimony from one of the main detectives on this case. Our chief investigative reporter, Coris Nylander, is live in Nogales right now with the latest. Good evening, Coris.
Good evening, Angelique. And today we heard from 5 witnesses. They covered a lot of ground today. The first half of the day, most of the focus was on the initial investigative steps as deputies and Border Patrol agents rushed to the Kelly property the afternoon of January 30th last year when Kelly reported hearing shots on his property. That was several hours before he discovered the body. 3 witnesses today were recalled, meaning we've heard from them before during this trial, such as 2 Santa Cruz County deputies and a Border Patrol agent, Heredia, who was the first person on the scene. He recounted how he and a fellow agent and 2 deputies searched the Kelly property. The Border Patrol agents, he says, headed south to try and find Kelly, who at that time they did not know his situation, if he was okay or not. The state made a point that during that search he didn't find any rifles or backpacks full of drugs, any sign of this large group of suspected drug smugglers that the Kellys had reported seeing. The defense pushed back on that, offering possibilities of why that may have been.
But you're aware that people would want them, and there are stolen guns out there. Would you agree?
I would agree, yes.
Okay. Matter of fact, if they come across the border back into Mexico, it would be a crime, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
So if you get it around the fence and into Mexico, it would be one way to avoid getting caught, possibly, correct?
Possibly, yes.
The most extensive testimony today came from Liz Huerta, supervisor of the county's 911 dispatch center, and Detective Barba, one of the main investigators on this case. Huerta testified about the emergency call from Border Patrol relaying what Kelly had allegedly reported to them. The defense points out misinformation in that, suggesting Kelly admitted to shooting someone. That was passed on to deputies. Barba testified about many aspects of his investigative work. The defense has, of course, plenty of questions about how that and everything surrounding it was handled. I'll touch more on that coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, as well as show you some of the text messages which were introduced today that, if you remember, that was part of a state court of appeals ruling that delayed the start of this trial. Was supposed to happen in September, got delayed to this point. So a major piece of evidence just admitted. I'll show that for you coming up tonight at 6. We're live from Nogales. Coris Nylander, News 4 Tucson.
All right, Coris, thank you for that update. And if you want to watch the trial proceedings, all you have to do is head to our YouTube channel at News 4 Tucson, KVOA-TV.